If you're hunting for a high-end sim racing wheelbase, you probably came across the Moza R9 wheelbase and thought, is it really worth $599.99? But here's what surprised me. Despite its ergonomic design and smooth movement claims, this wheelbase has some glaring issues that might crash your racing dreams before the green light even blinks. Everyone says it's compact and compatible with Mac and PC, which sounds perfect, right? However, the reality behind this universal compatibility might make you think twice about buying it. In this review, I'm diving deep into why the Moza R9 isn't all rainbows and checkered flags, who it might actually suit, and whether you should step on the gas or hit the brakes before purchasing. First off, let's talk about who this is actually for. The Moza R9 Wheel Base aims at sim racing enthusiasts who crave precision and comfort during extended sessions. You're that serious gamer who spends hours perfecting lap times, or maybe a casual driver leveling up your racing rig. If you're expecting top-tier responsiveness, or the kind of smooth feedback that makes your car feel like an extension of your body, the specs here promise ergonomic design and smooth movement. But despite those glossy specs, the wheelbase's performance and user experience tell a more complicated story that might leave you spinning in circles. Think of the Moza R9 as a compact, 1.0-pound featherweight contender in the sim racing ring. It boasts a small footprint for easy moving and setting up, which is great if you switch setups often or have limited space. That compactness, however, comes with trade-offs. While it's compatible with Mac and PC, some users report driver and firmware issues that make seamless plug-and play a bit like playing Mario Kart on a joystick designed for chess. Drivers can be finicky, causing lag or calibration problems that rob you of immersion during critical racing moments. Imagine reaching the final lap only to feel your wheels' feedback hesitate. It's like trying to win a drag race with square wheels. Not ideal, but what about build quality? At this price point, you'd expect the Moza R9 to feel like a tank, right? Well, it tries. The ergonomic design is a real highlight. It keeps your hands comfortable during long races, which is a blessing when you're pushing your limits. Yet, some users have expressed concerns about durability under heavy use. The motor's torque is decent for base-level operation, but compared to pricier competitors, it may falter when simulating aggressive corners or high-speed stability. So while your arms won't get tired, the wheelbase's endurance might not match your passion. So here's a question. If the Moza R9 comes with universal compatibility and ergonomic design, but struggles with drivers and build endurance, why is its rating only 3.6 stars on Amazon? The truth lies in real-world user feedback. Many buyers praised the initial feel and smoothness, but teared off when software glitches interfered with gameplay. One reviewer said it was like driving a go-kart stuck in second gear, smooth but frustratingly slow to respond when needed most. Another mentioned that, while it's meant to be plug-and-play, occasional driver crashes made races an unexpected test of patience. And no, this isn't your typical works fine for me tech issue. These problems caused some gamers to return the product outright. Now, before you think this is a total dud, let me rehook you with a twist. The Moza R9's compact size and ergonomic grip do make it a decent entry point for beginners who need a lightweight, affordable introduction to sim racing hardware. If you're not chasing podium finishes or tuning complex setups, the R9 could be your steady companion. It's like buying your first sports car and discovering it's more practical for city driving than the track. It gets the job done without breaking the bank or your back. Plus, for Mac users, options in this price range with universal compatibility aren't plentiful, so this wheelbase holds some appeal despite the caveats. Let's talk software for a bit, since that's where the rubber meets the road. The Moza R9 relies on customizable firmware, but updating it isn't the smoothest experience. Users reported that the manufacturer's software interface feels outdated and sometimes unresponsive. This means you might spend more time fiddling with settings than actually racing. If you're someone who loves tweaking force feedback strength or fine-tuning dead zones, this could quickly become a roadblock. It's like going to a fancy restaurant and finding the waiter forgot the menu. Your dining experience is there, but the fun part is missing. On the humor side, trying to update the drivers feels like playing hide and seek, with the drivers hiding and you seeking an hour later. Or that feeling when you see the wheelbase's price and expect a Formula One car but get more of a go-kart vibe. And let's not ignore the irony of calling it compact. When it's so lightweight you might worry it jumps off your desk into your lap mid-turn. Imagine telling your friends you spent $600 on a wheelbase that could double as a paperweight. Sometimes sim racing hardware can be like dating, promises a lot, but you still end up frustrated a bit too often. However, the R9 does have some bright spots. The ergonomic design genuinely makes those long gaming marathons less taxing on your hands and wrists, which is something often overlooked by gaming peripherals. Smooth movement is another area it handles well for casual and intermediate users. The feeling of control during gradual turns and everyday driving simulations feels natural and precise enough. And the setup process, while sometimes frustrating with drivers, is physically straightforward thanks to the single-unit design. Less clutter, fewer tangled cables, and quick assembly. But what about support and community? When you're investing in sim racing gear, customer service can make or break your experience. Sadly, Moza's customer support has received mixed reviews. Some users reported slow response times and difficulty getting resolution for technical issues. On the bright side, there is a growing community of users online who share tips and workarounds, which can be a lifesaver if you don't want to spend days on hold. It's a bit like joining a book club because the novel's tough. You might struggle with the product, but the people can help you get through it. So here's the big question again. Should you buy the Moza R9 Wheel Base? If you're a hardcore sim racer aiming for the absolute best performance, this likely isn't your dream machine. It may disappoint in torque and software reliability compared to higher-end models. However, if you're a beginner or intermediate player who needs an ergonomic, lightweight wheelbase compatible with multiple platforms without the premium price tag, it could still fit your needs, especially if you're willing to overlook some quirks. To wrap things up with a positive note, the Moza R9 Wheel Base isn't perfect, but it does deliver on comfort and provides a relatively smooth driving experience for its price. It's a solid stepping stone into the world of sim racing, with the main drawbacks being driver hiccups and somewhat underwhelming torque for advanced racers. Think of it as a reliable entry car that gets you from zero to fun without too many breakdowns. If you want to give sim racing a serious try without blowing your budget, the Moza R9 could be the wheelbase to start with. By the way, if you want to check the latest prices and get the best deals, I've linked the Moza R9 Wheel Base down in the description. Don't miss out if you decide this is your next racing gear upgrade. Just remember to keep your patience gear fully engaged. And hey, maybe in a few updates, Moza will smooth out those bumps and shift this little beast into a real contender. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful or entertaining, smash that like button and subscribe for more honest tech reviews. Whether you're burning rubber on the virtual track or just window shopping for your next sim upgrade, I'm here to keep you in the driver's seat with the real info. Until next time, drive safe and may your lap times always be faster than your coffee disappearing speed.